Hi there folks, just a bit of an unusual video today because this is not how I thought I was going to be spending this 3-day weekend. As you can probably hear, I'm not totally well. We're planning to go and visit the in-laws, my wife's mother and father, so that our son can spend time with Granny and Grandpa. Yesterday evening I thought, well, I should do a test since I've been feeling a bit snuffly, just as a precaution, and sure enough, I have COVID. Second time ever. I've had all the vaccinations that the government offered us here, but that was years ago. Regular people without, special susceptibility to illness from COVID, like reduced immune system or whatever, are not routinely offered vaccinations against it here anymore. So here we are. I feel basically okay, but obviously can't risk exposing older people, even though they've been vaccinated more recently, since there are still vaccinations for people over 65, I think. So my wife tested negative at the time and tested negative again this morning. Son's fine, so the two of them have gone to visit the in-laws and I am here. Not completely alone, the dog's here with me down there, but I don't get to be with my son, and it's not the weekend I was hoping for, but it does give me an opportunity to play with some stuff here. I am not quite as you can tell, don't quite have brain fog, but my focus isn't quite what it would usually be, but I think that's just a little bit from the congestion and a bit because as soon as I tested positive, I immediately masked up, obviously, and isolated myself, ate my meals on my own, and I slept on that couch last night, which was not a good night's sleep. So there you go, a little bit sort of like sleep hungover. But what I do get to do, since I suddenly have 2.5 days of time to fill, assuming I won't be in bed for much of that, and I feel okay-ish, I get to play with some new kit that I got to enhance my YouTubing setup. So I'm filming with the iPhone 15 Plus as usual right now, but what I got is this. This is the Sony Alpha ZV-EM10mk2, which just came out a couple of weeks ago, I think. God, it was hard to get hold of this. Amazon seemed to be having some supply issues. Even Sony were delayed from a UK site in getting stock in of this one, which is one with the kit lens. You can get body only, of course, but it is here. I've got a Rode Video Mic Go 2, which is this lovely thing on the top, and a V60 SD card, so I can shoot 4K 30, not with the intra-frame compression, I don't need that, but the V60 card should do fine. And of course a bunch of stuff. I got like an HDMI cable because it's a mini HDMI port on this to go out. I can run it into the monitor here if I wish to. SD card reader, blah 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 blah. So pretty exciting. The reason it's got that bump at the bottom is because it's a quick release sort of 1/4 inch thing for putting on a tripod, or indeed on the small rig mount that I've got for it. So I think we're going to play with this today. Pretty fun. Here it is. What a pretty thing. Love the texture of the grip here. This is the kit lens attached to it. It's a removable lens camera. It's the Sony E-mount system. You can just about see there. USB-C, not just for offloading stuff, also charges the battery, also powers the camera, and you can stream. You can stream 4K 30 from this thing, amazingly. And when you're shooting video, it does the 422 colors, you know, the billions of colors rather than, what is it, however many tens of millions. Let's plug in power for mic that I'm using for the road at the moment. What we got? Headphones monitoring, that's HDMI mini. This is a power zoom lens with their optical image stabilization thing. It's got all these kind of cool features for vloggers. Don't know how I've turned it that way. Yeah, there's a one-touch background defocus, so you can get that nice blurry background thing that is so fashionable and useful. Obviously, you can tweak the settings of the camera to do that anyway, you know, the aperture and so on, but it's nice having a quick button for it. Likewise, a lot of people do videos where they're talking and then they hold something up in front of the camera, and it's got a button, the product showcase, a little person with a package there to allow that. And what it basically does is, I mean, this thing by default tracks your eye all the time, so you can also switch it to track animal faces or bird faces, or to track an arbitrary object, and the focus will just follow through the frame, so you can back off and, you know, move from side to side, and it'll keep that tracking locked on, which is amazing. And this basically interrupts that when it detects something closer, and it'll focus on that, much the way an iPhone or whatever would, but then it'll resume the eye tracking. So it's like the perfect sort of blend of those worlds. It's got a gorgeous feel to it. It's got a 3-capsule microphone built into it just under there. Can't quite see under that grill. I'm using a external directional mic because, you know, you'll never obviously get the best quality from the built-in microphone. Look at that. Totally gorgeous. I can sit this down. Oh, and it flips orientation as well. Let me set it down so you can sort of see what's going on. All the settings. I've got the lens cap on, which is why it's black, but it's the most customizable thing I've ever seen. And this is a touch screen now, you know. It's all touchscreen. You can get the menu system up, which is already up, the main menu stuff. It's a beautiful thing. So I've got 4K 30, I've got about 4 hours of recording left, 96% battery. These are the mic levels. It's got the sort of cinematic look thing that you can turn on. I'll do some sample videos of these, but gosh, it's gorgeous. This obviously rotates, so you can be monitoring it from where you're sitting staring into the lens, or around like that. Pretty fancy. And my God, it's a pretty thing. I'm very, very pleased with it, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot more about it. I'm watching so many videos and, you know, reading the entire manual as I do. Need to be feeling slightly better to properly digest it, but yeah, I'm pretty thrilled with this thing. My God, it looks so sleek and so professional, and it makes me look like I know what I'm talking about when I absolutely don't. So cool. So the desk setup, I've obviously got the MagSafe, which this phone was attached to a few moments ago to show the cam. That's staying there. And when I do my shots to camera, talking head with this phone, I have the MagSafe up there, and I monitor the phone via Final Cut Pro, so you can look into the infinite void. Whoa. Okay, there. But this is going to mount up here on this Lanzi quick release lockable mount, which is the thing that's attached to the bottom of the camera itself. And I can do my shots from approximately the same position. Should be fun. Seriously, look how cool it looks. Oh my God. It looks so professional and intimidating and delightfully tech to fiddle with-ish. My God, I love it. And here we are on the new camera, hopefully looking pretty cool. This is a test of how the sound comes through the road and how I look in this. I've got the background defocus on. I haven't otherwise affected the picture profile or anything like that. There are a billion settings to dig into, but my God, this thing is beautiful to look at. Well, I do feel quite scrutinized staring into the big lens. I guess I understand how people can clam up when they're suddenly faced with an actual camera, because it's not the same as looking at the back of a phone. But this is just meant to be a quick test. Again, apologies for how I sound. I sound terrible. Hopefully not from the mic. I mean, the timbre of my voice due to having COVID. I think my specs have tinted themselves a bit as well, because I was looking in the direction of the window. This is not meant to be me at my best by any means, but I'm just having so much fun playing with this fabulous toy. Let's see how this recording comes out.